Can't see shit. Hurry up and turn. Hurry up and buy. Hurry up and buy. Shit, I forgot what I was going to talk about. Running out of ideas to try and increase follower and viewers. So I came up with the idea, since TikTok's clearly not going to help me, nor do I expect them to. I got signs on my car, my shirt, my shorts, as much as possible. I think this looks kind of weird, I guess, but who else, what other people do you know that are confident enough in their content that they don't have any problem with anyone seeing it? Anyone that knows in real life. I'm actually pushing that. That's the whole, our large point. Reality is pretty fucking cool. Real life. Trying to add another option, content-wise, that more along the lines of normal-ass person has the capacity and the tools to get and stay fit without a bunch of money. You don't need a personal trainer or some ridiculous medication. You don't even need discipline, in my opinion. You just need a handful of things you enjoy doing enough that'll distract you from being hungry. And hopefully that thing that you enjoy doing is also physical, or involves some physical exertion that'll help keep you in shape. And then after just the first couple days or first week of fasting and getting used to it, you're gonna notice a night and day increase in just mood, and literally everything. Getting started is obviously the hardest, but once you get going, fucking awesome. You'll never want to stop. Hopefully you never do. Keep on going, and you'll keep on improving like this. I'm currently after 6 years of doing this, but really only took, I don't know, maybe a year to get this physique. And then like picture I used where I'm axing with two, doing an axe thing in the beginning, the abnormaLmf method that I pinned. Videos from 2018. Yeah, I think 2018, maybe 19 at the latest. It was when I was in Atlanta, and I was actually bigger then than I am now. I don't think I had a six-pack, wasn't as defined, but I was bigger because I was doing all yard work instead of what I'm doing now, random gym bullshit. So it doesn't want to improve and lose weight, or start getting in better and better shape. But when I say if I can do it, you can do it, that is not an exaggeration. Fucking literally anyone. I'm not special by any means. I actually consider myself below average in most arenas. The only thing I got going for me really is just I have a wide range of experiences, mostly which can be attributed to my drinking problem, because random dumb luck. When I get drunk, I am very talkative and happy-go-lucky, and just to do anything, talk to anyone, hang out, whatever, have a good time. So when I was drinking, pretty much non-stop for 10 years, when I was drunk, I would get bored and go find someone to hang out with, party, go to the bar. It's awesome. I got all sorts of awesome experiences doing that. All ranges of different types of people: poor, working, not hardworking, lazy, drug addicts, thieves. Hello. Hello. That's where I really learned a lot of my knowledge and bullshit radar, recognizing when someone's not being honest. Sadly, almost all the time for everybody, because that's just what our culture has become. I mean, it cracks me up how often I hear people bitching and complaining about the media, their bias and blah blah, or news outlets are biased and lying. No, well, I mean, yeah, technically yes. Where do you think that shit comes from? They didn't just magically start being dishonest and biased. It can only exist because we allow it to people. The only reason why they get shit on so much is because they're the easiest target. They're the easiest target because everything they do is documented. Pretty easy to verify if they're being dishonest or not, versus the rest of us humans in general, especially Americans, who gossip just non-stop. If we were able to verify everything we said, it would look exactly the same as what the media does. Insanely biased to the point of dishonesty, complete bullshit, always one-sided and selfish to make yourself look the best. That's just what our culture has become. No objectivity, no honesty. I mean, I hear all the time, I never lie. I used to say the same thing about myself back in college when I thought that was a brag, but it's not. No one fucking lies. Not by the technical definition, neither does the media. No one lies. They just say a very, very, very small, minor portion that is true, while leaving out all the important shit that goes against what they just said. And so technically lying, but it is dishonesty. That's the realm I would put it in. That is just our culture. Selfish, dishonest, or is it egotistical bias? Hello! Egotistical bias. Everything we talk about is always in our own best self-interest, and we just conveniently leave out the parts that make us look bad. I didn't lie. You're right, you didn't lie. You're dishonest because you left out all the important parts and only focus on the very small portion that made you look good. That's dishonest, and it's proof positive. We no longer understand the concept of empathy, because empathy is simply putting yourself in the other person's shoes, or swapping roles. And when you're telling somebody some freaking load of bullshit, all you gotta do is put yourself in the other person's shoes and think, if I was them, would I want to hear a bunch of bullshit, or would I want to hear the truth? Unless you're a psychopath, you would say, I want to hear the truth. So that's the whole point of the golden rule: treat others as you want to be treated. And you cannot do that in today's culture. I mean, you can. You'll be ostracized and shit on left and right. I've experienced that myself firsthand and still do. I never felt so much much hatred in my fucking life, or just isolation and people totally ignore me. And I really don't try to start arguments or aggressive or anything. I just, when I hear bullshit, I say, no, that's bullshit. Obviously people don't like that, understandably, but, or it sounds like it's arguing, when the way you talk to everybody is always in a way that they want to hear. Yeah, anything outside of that is going to sound like arguing. But if we had some empathy, it's very clear, very easy to see, like, oh, I don't like being lied to, or whatever, dishonesty, bullshit. Maybe I should treat others the same way. It's the same thing I do with the yoga pants and mimicking other people's gym attire. Perfect analogy I experienced a couple weeks ago. I've been meaning to make a video about this. It was simply just me pulling up to Taco Bell in the drive-thru. Normally I actually go inside and eat. It was getting late, so I just went to the Taco Bell drive-thru, rolled my window down. I was pulling up the speaker, but I had to stop a little bit earlier because there's somebody ahead of me. And just as I stopped, right next to me, there's a parking lot, and it's uphill kind of. So the cars that are right here, it's perfect eye level. So the guy that was parked right here, his lights were shining right in my face, and he was parked. And I was like, oh Jesus, that was bright. So all I did was just simply, I had my bright ass bike flashlight right in front of me in the console. So I grabbed it, turned it on the brightest setting. I just turned, shined it right in his face, and for like a second, and then he immediately to his dash and turned off his lights, and then I just put my light away and then continued looking forward. That was it. No animosity, no, oh God, this fucking guy doesn't know, no situational awareness. How can he blind me like this? God, what a fucking asshole. Didn't yell at him, didn't shout, didn't get angry. Perfect example of empathy and assisting him in empathizing with me or anyone else that happens to be in front of him while his lights are on. I do the same thing with the gym attire. Women typically are essentially shining a bright ass flashlight in everyone else's eyes with their tight ass yoga pants and sports bra, and all I'm doing is simply lifting up my shirt, pulling up my shorts, to shine the light right back in their face. And it's up to them to decide if they want to keep shining that light in everybody's face or they want to stop shining the light in everybody's face. Not up to me to decide. It's totally up to them, and I don't care either way. Just like when I shined the bright light in the dude's face that was parked next to me, he immediately turned his lights off. If he wouldn't have, I would have just kept shining the light in his eyes until I drove away, and that would have been that. The whole point is to just communicate the other perspective and share, understand. So by my shining light in his face, he saw, okay, that is kind of bright and annoying, but it's not bright and annoying enough for me to take the time to turn my own lights off. Thanks for sharing, no problem. And in my opinion, that's the only way to really live, and it's the only way I know how to learn. I'm not that smart, so I need people to shine the light back in my face or do whatever I'm doing that upsets them to me before a lot of times before I understand, like, oh shit, that is annoying. And this applies to literally everything. When someone is walking up around on the second floor in a bedroom or whatever that's above yours, you can hear it and it's loud as shit. And there's no point in even addressing it or bringing it up to the other person. Just swap rooms for a night so they can hear it for themselves, and I guarantee they will be like, oh fuck, you're right, sorry about that. They will start walking lighter because they experience for themselves, like, damn, that is way louder than I thought it would be just hardly even walking, and it sounds like there's a giant up there. Yep, same goes with literally everything else. For some reason, we, I don't know, too lazy or don't care what it is. There's no motivation to actually try and understand another perspective, or definitely not any motivation to experience the other perspective. And that's what's just sad. Is it really that hard to just do it for yourself? Try it and see, like, oh damn, that is this way or that way. Yoga pants. I have a whole video on that. Basically got censored, fuckers. All I'm trying to do is just shine the bright light back in the women's face so they get the perspective that men go through on a daily basis. And sadly, but not surprisingly, they do exactly what, more or less what I thought they would, which is get upset and or walk away, because what they tell everybody is not the truth, and that is that they're just wearing it for comfortability or flexibility or whatever other bullshit. They're wearing it because it makes their fat ass look less fat, and they're wearing it for undeserved attention. And I say undeserved attention because deserved attention requires some type of skill or something that sets you apart from everybody else, not the fact that you have skin and you happen to be showing it. That is not deserved. I don't hold it against women entirely. I think men would do the exact same thing if we could just wear a pair of tight-ass yoga pants and get women's attention constantly non-stop by just doing something as simple as that. Hell yeah, we would. And I think it would be equally undeserved and inappropriate. And man, we've all said something to our loved ones, and our loved ones, sisters or mothers or whoever, has blown us off or said essentially, fuck you, I'll do what I want. I prefer the attention of strangers. That's more important to me than appropriateness and my actual friends and actual loved ones doing what they ask, or at least considering it, for fuck's sake. So their response of getting upset about it means that they know exactly my messages and what I'm talking about. It is in fact inappropriate. That's why I won't wear this in public, except at the gym where everyone else is wearing the exact same thing. And everyone probably agrees with me that is inappropriate. And I think that also a lot of them get the message, which is to say that a lot of the other people they're wearing is inappropriate and they shouldn't be wearing it. I mean, really, if you see what I wear and you continue to wear your tight-ass yoga pants and reveal and show your skin off, that's totally your decision. Care one way or the other. I think it's sad. All women are more valuable than that, or they have a lot more to offer besides tits and ass. Especially just nowadays where it's so fucking easy to set yourself apart from everybody else. We're all so scared of being ostracized and isolated or getting called out, scramble to do it just what everyone else happens to be doing, which also means that it makes it fucking easy as shit to stand out in a positive way. Tell the truth. Mind-blowing. Call out bullshit when you hear it instead of just mindlessly, yeah, oh yeah, that sucks, oh yeah. It's gotta start somewhere. How culture's really gonna change. A bunch of regular people deciding to do the right thing.